Oh, we're waiting. Check this out. 150. Yes, I literally dropped 150 bucks on all these combined, not each. First, you got your Case Steiger quad track, 1/16 scale for all these reactors. Pretty nice. And then you got your Genesis T7 New Holland. Oops, you froze there for a second. Modified with double wheels, even though these all can be modified with tracks, and even up to triple wheels. And then the last, on the third, you got your John Deere 9RX. Oh, these things can cost up to 300 grand. Yep. Which is basically more of my property value. You see what's on my channel, right? You see what I'm doing on my channel? Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's cool. You mute my stream, because then it's gonna cause an echo. And that it's pretty interesting. Okay. So right here, I mean, you don't obviously have to watch it all. It's really nice to have, like, what's it called? To have a, person, I don't know, whatever. Okay, so when I reach the end of this field, I'm gonna do 50%. I'm gonna leave him going. Now, I've actually sold all my tractors to get myself a, Case Puma. Case IH Puma. And yes, it's gonna have a delay, so just recognize that. Here we got our base seeder. I chose this one over the other seeders, because if you look at me when I attach this, start my engine up. It's a nice tractor. It's not the best. I just started this game like, what, 2 days ago? I know all about Farming Simulator, but yeah. Like, for example, yeah, look up to the very top right corner. So, like, for example, you usually have these, like, drag cultivators, but if you look at this, you actually cannot drag this. It doesn't rotate or pivot. So that's pretty nice. I upgraded all these. I'm supposed to spend, I don't want to spend over, I don't want to drop over, like, 100 grand. You see how that's going. So it's pretty interesting. These tractors can actually attach things to the front. Well, some of them can. You have to have a 3PH. And this is 19. They make one every year, and you could say it's copy paste, but unlike FIFA, they actually, they make it good. That's my harvester. This is like the worst one. Well, it's the second. It's better than the Bison. The Bison's pretty old. Pretty sure these guys went out of business. And then you get to this one, which is the John Deere. And the best thing about this is its tracks. And you might be wondering, why would I want tracks? Things can rotate so fast. You don't even have to, like, go out, turn your left, and then back up and go back in. You just swoop right onto the right. And it works so easily. So right now I can just hit circle. And he disengages. And then I can do the work. This is the Case Axial Flow, which is a pretty nice one. This one has the longest auger pipe of them all. Which, that's a really big auger pipe. So the reason I trimmed so much of that field, well, actually it's hard to see from here, so I'll show you in a pretty cool way. So you need to go here. Now we just need to go to growth, and you'll see harvested versus unharvested. And you can see that I did this area up here. The reason is because if I go down here and get 50%, then I can go up here and go get 100%. So clearly right now we need to cut more of that top off. And then when we cut the top off, that's when we can get 50%. And that way I don't have to stop midway. That's annoying, and I don't like that. So this track, Yep, it is. Entire field's ready to just be tucking down. This is field 8, largest one in the game, and I'm waiting for this one. As you can see, whoops. I have a better way of doing this. Watch this. I could just probably go here. Nope, I have to like go out. Come on, there we go. Might as well try to sprint over from here, but usually this is not how the game spawns, but in 19 you can now landscape, so you can make your own custom landscaping, which in this game is revolutionary. So I have this area where I store my cultivator, my sewing machine, and my tractor. Here's where I'm going to store my trailers and my combines and harvesters as well. I have these fields, and usually it doesn't spawn like this, but I actually put some paths around these fields. Gravel doesn't look the best, but hey, you know, it actually kind of looks better than, you know, concrete. These are soybeans, and the reason is that I've learned how to do stock. It's so hard to say it without saying stonk, but like, so there's 1,000 units per 1,000 units. That's how many dollars it's worth. So let's go to soybeans. If you go to soybeans, like I'll highlight it right now. At restaurant, they are going to pay 1,282 bucks for 1,000 units. So watch this. If I go over to like this trailer has 27,000 units of corn. So you take this number, like the formula to get your money is take the number you have divided by 1,000 and then multiplied by whatever the stock price is, and that's how much money that stock is worth. So you can see right now, for example, bamboo, the little 2 lines with a leaf on it, that's going up in restaurant, but it's going down in ranch. They don't need it. Bamboo's not, or I think that's sugarcane. Sugarcane's not really a good farmable. But as you can see, like right here, you know, I target soybeans because look at that. It's a lot. And sunflowers are good too, but I'd rather target soybeans because they'll get up to 3,000. But if you go to like eggs, they go post 3,000. They go pretty high too. Wheat and barley is not the best, but it's there. It's not really the best in my opinion. Like, I remember first when I was playing, there was wheat, canola, and corn. Now there's wheat, canola, corn, soybeans, trees, poplar. Hold on, just remember now there's 13 consisting of wheat, barley, canola, sunflower, soybean, corn, barley, oat, potato, beetroot, poplar, sugarcane, cotton, and some other one. Yeah. What? Oh. I'm not. Yeah, pretty interesting. Now, you might be wondering, why do I do field 8? Because, actually, I don't own this field. I don't. Right now, I'm actually doing something pretty interesting. Okay, where is it? I know you can adjust this. There we go. See, I can adjust the pipe. I can adjust the stream of the corn. But, like, yeah, these machines can cost thousands. And I think the most expensive one is the potato harvester, which is about 500 grand, which is a fat price to pay. But as I said before I went off topic, this is not my field. I don't own this. This is actually someone else's field, and I'm doing it for them. And you can see that these guys, they're paying 17 grand. You get 5 grand, 1 grand. You got your small, and then you got 25 grand here. And it's been all the way up to 80 grand. Like, $10,000 plus is a lot, but when you get 80, it's like high. But that only happens when they offer to let you harvest the beetroot. With the like, you see these like little forks here, the forks on my combine. Imagine like a combine with 5 of those forks. And it goes 6 miles an hour. That's how slow it is. It'll take me like upwards of 5 hours to take the field down like that, but it's worth every last drop of money you get. So right now I can check. Soybeans are probably not done. Nope. Game reloaded. There's a bunch of locations now. You could say, why would you want this? Look at that price. The price of this field is $1.2 million. You could take out loans in the game. However, there's called interest, you know. If you borrow that money, you're going to have to pay it back. Or else you're going to get absolutely annihilated by the IRS. Yeah, and trust me, hey, I've learned my fair share of why not to take out incredibly huge loans. And I've gotten into the negatives. I've gotten into debt before. I'm like, nope, not doing loans a long time. Oh no, there's gonna be rain. You can't harvest in rain or hail. Yeah, I could buy it. I'm not sure if the game mechanic actually works, but I think if you do more jobs for them, they lower the price by a teensy-weensy bit. So that's before and after. Not really a whole lot. Actually, I bet you right now if I go over that, what's it called? That trailer and I dump it, you know, like the game actually gave me some luck. I could have gone to like Railroad West Silo or Fort Brain. You wanna know where I'm taking it? Right over that green building. It's right there, which makes the quest so much easier. So, I think it's like the 3rd best trailer in the game. Because you can tell the best trailer when it has an arm in the back, like I'll show you. Like, there's like a little arching arm like this. And when you find that, that's the best one. You see that little arching arm that has that black tarp on it? That's how you know it's the best trailer in the game. It holds a lot. Like, for example, this trailer holds a max of 12,000 units. The best trailer holds 60,000 units. You go back and forth. The thing about like track is that they turn so much. You kind of like. Now, I actually have something pretty cool. It's called cruise control, and I can just hold my control like this. But I have to steer it, which is actually really nice. So you won't get carpal tunnel from holding down the thing all night. Another thing you could use is the angle down below. So right now we're facing 90.3 degrees. So if you like flick it, we're at 90. So if you align your fields, yeah, you can make new fields with plows. But if you align your field perfectly, you can go on the axis of like the degrees by 90, 180, 270, and 360. Yeah. The other numbers are chords. So what was it like today? Another thing is, if you don't want to do the work, you could just hire workers, but of course, it actually costs money. I used to hire a worker all the time, but then I started growing independence. I played this game since like 13, which is like, you know, 13th version. So I've gotten like what? Like I have Xbox 360, Farming Simulator 14. I got 15, 16, 17. I don't know if I got 18, then I got 19. 15 is where it started to go way better. The graphics got improved pretty much every year, but they'll usually change their map every 1 to 2 years, which is interesting. And they did remove wind turbines, and not surprising, because you could buy so many loans out, place so many of these solar panels, go to school, turn your TV off, come back with a few $1,000,000, and then place. So like you can place these wind turbines, which like for example, if I go over here, I think they're in the game. Nah, they removed them. They're like solar panels generated like $100 per hour in the game, which you can make an hour occur every 1 minute. So then people, after they got their $1 million, then they got the wind turbine, which instead of doing $100 per hour, it goes all the way up to $2,000. Well, they nerfed it to $1,000 in the next game, and then they completely removed it. But you can get them back with mods. Exploited the actual crap out of this, and I've even found a glitch where it endlessly pours what's it called, wood chips, and it wouldn't stop, and I accidentally generated lots of money from it. It wouldn't stop. Yeah. And I remember this very vague moment in 14 where I was just working my combine, and all of a sudden I got flung into the stratosphere. I don't know what happened, but I just predicted SpaceX in that moment. Autosave. Like, those guys have a lot of contracts, man. No, you can't. You can't have multiple people on this at a time, though. I think this is like $20. I wonder what happened. I wonder if 20's coming out. Probably delayed because of COVID. Just like 1.4 Terraria. This is gonna do a lot. So we have 19% progress yet. That's what COVID said. Okay, front. Let's go front first. Whoops. Yeah, these are really hard to get in. Whoops. I look embarrassing on screen. Okay, now my plan is to angle it at the right and then come in the middle. There we go. Just gonna get a little bit of some percentage. We got the first hopper empty. Oh wait! We have to get the second one. There it goes. We should get a bunch of percentage out of the way. So we just went from 19% to 24. So we gained 5. It's not a lot, but considering this is field, every percent is like a lot. And it has automated generated hours, so unlike those hours actually were added, and I love it. Those aren't like game hours, those are real hours. So apparently this bot spent 56 hours with the combine. Which actually, if I have to be totally honest, that's a lot of hours for a combine, even though they only get used like once per year. Yes. I think that was added in this one. There's a wrench on the very left. I've never had a breakdown before. had to get really darn close. There is fuel. Yeah. You can toggle my beacons. There it goes. You can't really see them because this thing is so big. Beacons look pretty nice. You can actually find the same combine in Bloomington. They sell these things. You know, they're a few $100,000. I know it. There it is. Axial flows. Like, they don't look really big, but then in real life, when you go up to them, they're absolutely humongous. Like, there's some trackers on the back wheel is so big that I could stand in it straight up and it won't hit me. I got pictures of it. I don't know where to find it. Probably my computer has been bricked. Yeah, I remember like back then, I think on the mobile version of 13, there was still like what? Well, actually, roughly around, like, actually, I want to use Xbox rather because, you know, that was, there was like a few hundred, and now there's like, I don't know, 200 pieces? Plus pieces of equipment. Yeah, for example, you can either sort them by, we got crop protection here. We got mowers, my favorite. Yep, sugarcane technology. We have large tractors, which you can see one of my favorites, and you can probably find one of these too, is the Magnum series, which you could put tracks on. And then you can actually see some of the ones of the tractors of my model. The Quad Track series is that these things are big, and they can cost about $250,000. Look at that. You can actually make them, look at that, $521,000. And yes, you could lease them. However, yeah. These ones I want, because this one, if you were to lease it, or, oh, I'll have to lease it to show you. That's $21,000. I only got like, oh my god. That's a lot. You can actually like, these are almost like zero-turn tracks. Yeah, I've been on this series for about, like, what? 13 years, that's about 6, 7 years. Yeah, I've actually, interestingly, I've never actually put in the time to complete one of these, like, get to absolute things, like, legit. It shouldn't ever be surprising because we are literally in the second, like all the stage provinces in the world, we are the most highest, like we're second producer of corn. First one we found Iowa. Okay, so we're gonna go down here and we're gonna stop at 50 if it hits 50. You can spread manure, slurry, and fertilizer on your fields, and it increases, like for example, one of these stalks could give you like 2 corn. If you spread slurry, you could actually make it like produce 3 units instead of like 2, so you can make it increase. Oh, and there are animals too. Oh, eggs, yeah. These have chicken coops, like for example, these guys. It costs them like amount of day. Like for example, if you go here in my garage, this tractor I own. Let's see. I don't think it costs anything. I think it's structured, I guess. And you can, of course, you know, go into the cabin view. I'm very used to that. 1,500 hours. Probably gonna rain. Could rain in the next hour or so. That's only us hated things is that they actually removed the forecasting system, which is a little bit annoying. Yeah, like the exact hour it was coming. But now that I think that on the right, the one on the right is what's about to happen, and the bigger it gets, the closer it is to happening. No, but they actually like you can't harvest. I think the only exception is like trees or like bee groups. About 3 o'clock. I was talking about the game, but hey, it's okay. Yeah, it's 3:05 right now in the game. So, well, look at that. It doesn't hit 50. It doesn't need to hit 50 exactly. It needs to hit under 50, because then when I go back, then I'm going to have less than 100. Now I've begun. Now it begins. Now it begins going back to north. I would go do my, what's it called, my spiraling strategy, which is a really nice one. Then you don't have to go in and out that much. If you actually... But if you do this, it's easier to track. It's easier to kind of track. For example, you go to your map and you say, hey, I've cut out part of the field. Like, here's what it was looking like a few minutes ago. And let's see right up. Yep, major difference. Yeah, but the thing is, you actually don't have to harvest everything in this game, in this mission. It's the majority, and we're about with, well, not really a third, 4% complete. No, I can't do that contribution. This is the biggest cornhead. H712. What width is this? H712. It's got 9 meters. And it's got 3 meters left, but what can you do about that? Like, if you see that track on the very left, it would have extended it to that track. That would have been nice, but... The max for a harvester to go is about 6 miles an hour. Like this mission right here, let's see, field 10. This could take upwards to 30 minutes to an hour to complete. And sometimes you don't want to ever accept it, but they have ones that have like these rows of corn where it has like where it harvests like 2 deep rows of corn at a time. But imagine that for this field. Yeah, it is mature. No, she's about to go in 3 minutes here. Ah! Will Dave will show you something. Okay, auto liquor. Here's what I was talking about my person. Hold on, ready? Just keep track of how many. This little jam. my god. It's like, it said it shot 12 balls per second, but it literally shoots 12. It is. It almost triples the fire rate of the Hyperfire. And each of these like little Nerf rivals, they go 100 feet per second. Yeah, these ones hurt. But the only con to it is, well, one, the magazine kind of jams a little bit. It relies on gravity, so you have to point it straight. It has tough times pointing straight up. I have to get these before all the mice try to nab them. I'm gonna show you something pretty interesting.